Hey Centerfold, just saw your video and I just want to talk with you a little bit on things that I do agree with you on and things that I disagree with you on. First is that I am a Roman Catholic, so I'm not sure if you group that in with Christians or when you mean Christian evangelical or not, but I'm going to assume that you did group all of us people who follow Jesus Christ as God in one group. So, defending Catholicism, first, we do not look at the Bible as literally every single word is of God. It was written by men, but it was inspired by God. And first thing is, when you look at the Bible, you have to think logically about it, about the culture it was written in, the time, who written it, why, what was the reason for it. And if you look at the verse that you put up, Deuteronomy 25:11 through 12, you have to understand the importance of family lineage and how messing that up could mess up so many lives in that time period. So that's just one thing you have to look about, as well as other verses in there. And if you'd like to, I can have a discussion with you on each one that seems to be illogical at that time. Not to mention that when they say kid at that time, it really wasn't a kid because they were considered adults. They were just young. So that's one thing. Another is that you claim that Christians tend to be ignorant about science and everything. The first schools in the world happened to be religious schools. The churches, the mosques, the temples, they taught science, everything. All education was centered in those religious institutions, as well as the first scientists, such as Isaac Newton, all did science to find out how God made this planet work and how everything goes together. And that is one thing that drives scientists even to this day, to find out how things work. And religion is not impeding on it, is just saying, hey, don't push out God as a reason, which happens today. But that's one thing. Another is that I'm going to tell you the interpretation of evolution by the Catholic Church is that there really is no stance. They're more in favor of it. But personally for me, I believe in microevolution, not macroevolution. I believe that there is adaptation and different species can pop up, but I don't believe one species turns into another. Like, I don't believe that a monkey turned into a man. I believe man was a unique creation and has nothing in kindred or no blood relations to any other species on this planet. And sadly, there is no major proof to show that one species turned into another. So thus, evolution is still a theory that has not been totally proven yet. And also, the last point is that I can understand how you can be angry with religious people being judgmental and taking away people's rights. I am along with you on that, and it's wrong for anyone to impose a religion on you. There's no compulsion in religion. It has to be a choice. So, but people who live with God and truly have a kind heart are happy people and tend to be kind are the ones that go out and help the world. If you look at all the charity organizations, look at how many of them are religious, especially Catholic charities who happen to be all over the world and do the most good in the world today. I have not seen any atheists or agnostic or socialistic charity organizations that have done half as good as religious ones. So I would hope that you don't group us all in together, and this is only assuming that you did. But I hope you understand better now that not all Christians are bad, and in order to tell a true Christian from a false one is how they live their life. And there's 7 fruits of the Spirit which tell how a Christian's living. It is joy, peace, kindness, self-control, and humility. There's others, and I can't list them off the top of my head. Hey, I'm human, we're all imperfect, and we do make mistakes, but for me, I try to live my life better and increase my knowledge, but not take out God because other people happen to mess up his name. One thing you have to understand is you gotta separate what the religion teaches from what the people do, because people mess up, but the religion has a certain teaching that is good, and most people will say, hey, the religious teachings are good. Sadly, it's the people who follow them that keep messing up and keep using it as a crutch. So there needs to be a blend, and I agree with you that we do need to start educating people again and start being logical and go back to real logic and not just blind faith, but not just throwing out religion altogether as a hazard, which it has proven not to be. It is the people who use religion as a crutch and as a roadblock to basically not think. That is the problem in this world, and we can both work together to fix that. So I hope you have a good day, and hopefully you don't find this insulting, and I would love to have more conversations on this with you if possible. But have a good day and be blessed.